I analyzed the rank 1 player's longest duration, highest impact loss on Dota 2 Pro Tracker to see what's giving him the biggest run for his money, and the results might shock you.
Except no, they won't. He basically just got ganked the entire game. This is a true what can you do situation. Look at him. He's getting ganked from literally before the game starts. Goes in here for a clean kill on Nyx, clean up some farm. Quap comes in. So now we have mid activity in our lane before minute 10. Then Quap comes in again. Then we're just farming Jung here, farming Ancients. This is what typical Alk does. Get ganked by freaking, hey, 3 heroes coming out of nowhere, 4 heroes. Hey, enemy team, entire enemy team. Here's a Nyx coming in with a Quap, fed Nyx, fed Quap. Okay, thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. Then we just come out. Literally, this is us respawning from that play we just saw, right? Literally, Nyx is finding skills, and they just go for it again. Oh, God.
Have a good before I got dressed. They ain't need a rest. Nigga said, what you mean, fool?
Like, what can you learn from this game? What can you do from this game? So yeah, I didn't really learn a whole lot about how to play Alk, but I did learn a lot about how to shut down an Alk, and this game is how I want to highlight that. So let's get into it. Step 1 is simple. Bring a stun, or just some way to deal with unstable concoction.
As far as picks are concerned, we really want to look at crowd controlling the Alk or displacing your hero off the map so the stun literally cannot connect. Remember that unstable concoction is one of the few projectiles that cannot be disjointed, so you really do want something like disruption, phase shift, or astral imprisonment here. But oftentimes, just picking a hero that can make distance when they see the Alk before he gets his blink, like Quap, is enough, as they make it harder to land his stun effectively before he gets a blink. The main thing we're trying to avoid is this, because that's pretty much how Alk kills you in fights. This hero either bursts you down immediately in the duration of his stun, or he gets kited, very similar to an Ursa. Nyx is in meta right now, and he's especially potent against Alk because he can stun him when Alk gets his Radiance anytime he's farming. Just, like, literally, walk up, pushy, it's that simple. In your bracket, it's probably even easier than doing this as Nyx Assassin against Battle Fury heroes because most people do not turn off their Radiance while they're going from camp to camp. Most Alchemist players, even at 7k, do not do that. Oh man, the kills are going to be easy with Nyx. The next thing I think you just have to do if you're against an Alk is you just gotta block the shit out of his camps. Honestly, this is a strategy that is underutilized against a lot of hard Ricers that play carry, or even just hard Ricers in general. If you see like a mid Alk or a mid Medusa, God forbid, or like a mid Doom, basically any mid that contests the carry's farm, or a really hard farming carry, I think you should just start blocking camps like you would against an Alk, but I digress on that point. Definitely against an Alchemist, you want to block the ever-living shit out of his camps, and this Nyx this game did a perfect job, absolutely flawless, of executing that strategy. He went around from as early as minute 6, left the lane, and just started blocking camps, taking them, like half clearing camps is also a really annoying thing for Alk to deal with because of the way his passive works, but really just making sure that this hero does not get to free Rice his jungle is the next very potent thing to shutting this hero down, okay? His kit is extremely janky, and so he makes up for it by having a net worth advantage and using items to supplement his weird kit, like Blink Abyssal, basically mandatory for him to burst someone down in a fight. If he can't get to those timings, he's a shit hero. The third and final step to dumpstering an Alchemist, which comes naturally after step 2, is to go find and pop him. Since you blocked his camps, you know where he isn't, and finding him should be a simple matter of going to the side of the map where your sentries are not. Alchemist has a 2.7 strength gain, and in most games he rushes phase boots and a Radiance. Usually the only item in his inventory by minute 13 that gives him any amount of HP is just a Soul Ring. This hero does not typically even go Wand. This means he's actually extremely squishy in the early to mid game before he ramps up and acquires such items as a Abyssal Blade, Sanjin Yasha, or Manta. And killing him should be as easy as grabbing a support and finding him in the jungle. You probably won't even have to smoke, as he lacks a true escape, although you probably still should smoke just to be safe. If you even kill him once, his game is massively set back, as Alk is a hero that hits his timings and takes over the map, or struggles to hit them and permanently farms from behind, gets bursted in fights, and contributes nothing to the game, besides soaking up space. That's all I really wanted to say about this hero. I feel like a lot of people overcomplicate him by picking bullshit like Ancient Apparition or Oracle, not realizing that you just need burst damage and to block his farm. That's it. Reducing health regen is a complete bait against Alchemist. That's like a secondary concern. Your primary concern should be shutting down his farm and just popping him. Make sure to like the video and subscribe for more guides.